Greetings, viewers. Welcome to another video courtesy of me, the one and only Adventure Link. Why? Well, because out of all the social media accounts I have control over and you decided to hit me up here on YouTube. How the heck are you? Welcome aboard. Glad you're here. Glad you're watching. So, for today's video, we are working on a 2006 Dodge Grand Caravan with the SXT package. And what we are doing today is we are changing the engine oil and filter. As you can see, this is the 3.8 liter V6 engine, although the 3.3 liter should be similar. It might be, you could check up on it, but this should work on all 3.8 liter Chrysler V6 engines, as well as pretty much any 4th generation Chrysler and Dodge Minivan, which covers 2001 through 2007 model years. I know this probably ain't the proper jack point, but the first thing you want to do, obviously, is get your vehicle up in the air using jack stands, ramps, drive-on lift, forearm lift, etc. Make sure your rear wheels are blocked off, the parking brake is set, and your load is squared and secured, because safety, structural integrity, quality, the right tools and parts for the job, and doing the job right the first time, every time, are number one. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is line your drain pan towards underneath the oil fill plug. Then you'll take your 13mm socket with a appropriate drive ratchet. Then you'll want to loosen up the drain plug now. Alright, so I didn't have this aligned properly. I thought it'd be closer than what it was expected. So keep that in mind. Then, of course, when the draining slows down, you'll want to, of course, put the drain plug back in the oil pan here. If there was a washer there, you know, feel free to use another one or reuse it. But I didn't fill one, so we're just going to go in just like so. And you'll tighten it back up. Tighten it pretty much like you would a spark plug, you know. Alright, that's good. You don't need to, like, you know, like let it barely bite and that's it, but you don't want it like Hercules tight or He-Man tight or something like that. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is align your oil drain pan underneath this, well, vertically mounted oil filter. And that's one thing, one of the many things rather, I gotta say, I gotta give Chrysler some credit for. Yes, I just said that. They thought to have a vertically mounted oil filter. I will go over that in a moment, but of course you twist it off by hand. Be careful, because this is a vertical mounted oil filter, and unlike the horizontal mounts or the slant mounts, there's going to be a lot of oil coming out of this thing, so I'm going to expect a big splash here. So just as a heads up on that. Or it's just going to drain out. If it does that, you know, just let it drain, let it go. Keep calm and carry on. Better than a big splash coming out, am I right? Yo, special shout out to Paul Hovar Jr. Am I right? Because race car. Alright, enough trolling and all that aside, let's get back to work here. Take this darn filter off. And by the way, Paul Hovar Jr. is some guy from one of my Panther forums that I used to go to. Since he wants to go around and start making fun of what I say now, apparently, for some reason. But let's just keep working here. Take the filter off. Dump it into the pan here. Ah, crap. Normally, you would let the filter sit on top of this grid, and you would let it drain for at least 24 hours before disposing of it. Okay, so here we have our Mopar Oil Filter, pot number M as in Michael, O as in Olivia, -090. And this is all the stuff that, you know, all the features of the Mopar Oil Filter. Unfortunately, though, not to brand endorse, but you might want to get 5 quarts of this Mobile Super Synthetic oil here. I use this, you know, you can use like Valvoline, Royal Purple, whatever. It's 0W20, although the vehicle calls for 5W30. And, you know, I hate to brand endorse, but this isn't Ford, you know, where you have Motorcraft oil and filter. But at least it was not to give you a Mopar filter. As you can see here, I have about 82,441 miles. And as you all know, this is a technically 9-year-old minivan. And for whatever it's worth, I've known of Saturn guys, when they have cream puff finds such as these, they would immediately switch over to a quality full synthetic oil immediately after purchase. So that's what I plan on doing today. That's why I have that super synthetic oil there. You can go a long time with it. I've heard of Dodge Minivan guys running synthetic oil and going 10,000 miles or more without a problem. So there it is. It's also worthy of noting that in 2005, the 3.8 liter V6 had some oil burning problems, which is also the main reason why Saturn guys switch them to synthetic when they find cream puff finds like these. Hope that that'll save it, and most often it does. Remember what I said about the vertical mounted oil filters? Here's the point behind it. You can actually fill these things up a little bit. Well, that was a little much, but the point is you can fill them up like halfway or whatever, and then you can screw them back into the engine, and that will help reduce the damage of, you know, the oil pressure when you start it up for the first time. And of course, as always, you take the oil and lube the gasket with it. The next thing you want to do is screw the filter back into place here. Make sure you tighten it really good, like a quarter turn or quarter turn, half turn at best when you install these things. No more. The next thing you want to do is open up this oil fill hole here. Then you get ready to fill your oil up. Be careful so that way you don't make messes or anything like that. And you want to fill up to like, I think it's like 5 quarts, 5 or 6. If you get extra quarts, especially if your engine loves to burn oil, then having extra quarts would be beneficial to you. When you think you're getting close to fill up here, you want to check your oil with this dipstick. Now don't check that one, that's the tranny dipstick. That's another thing I gotta give Chrysler some credit for. Yes, I said that. As you can see, that's engine oil, and that's for the transmission. Despite the same colors and the dipstick. All there is to changing the engine oil and filter on your Dodge or Chrysler minivan with the 3.8 liter V6 engine, 4th generation, or any Chrysler 3.8 liter V6 application as a whole. Anyways, I am Adventure Link. Just want to say thank you again for watching. I appreciate you watching my videos. Hopefully you got something from this video and hope you learned something from it. Hope this video leads you to a successful diagnosis or repair. And with that being said, you want to know what I also appreciate? Your rates and subscriptions. You can do it down in the video description of each and every video on YouTube. The buttons are there. Mine are no exception. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, praise, criticisms, well wishes, prayers, etc., but no flames, fighting, spam, baiting, or other such bullcrap, I would ask that you take it down in the comments section. If you have any questions about the Chrysler minivans as a whole, which covers things from Chrysler, Dodge, and Plymouth, then hit up the Chrysler Minivan Fan Club forum, or you can join up the Chrysler and Dodge Minivan Owners Group on Facebook. Search the groups, post your questions, join up, and the fine folks at either medium will answer your questions for you in a timely manner. Starting to get warm outside, so stay cool, stay hydrated, eat right, stay healthy, stay in the shade, don't let others push you around. And this is Adventure Link signing off with the wise words of wisdom from Eric the Car Guy, reminding you guys and gals to be safe, have fun, and stay dirty. Work hard, have fun, make history. Have a nice day. Until next time, catch you on the flip side.